Welcome to The Explainer. Sometimes the most profound things we find aren't in published books or academic papers. They're in something much more personal, much more raw. Today, we're diving into a private set of notebooks that ask a pretty wild question.
Think about that for a second. What would it even look like? To try and put the entire universe, all of history, your faith, your doubts, your very soul, down on paper. Well, that's the massive, maybe impossible task at the heart of what we're about to explore.
So these notebooks, they were filled between 2012 and 2015. And they are just this incredible artifact. They're like a window into one person's sprawling, kind of chaotic, but deeply human attempt to make sense of, well, everything. We're going to follow their train of thought, from the edge of the cosmos right down to the deeply personal.
So let's start where the author started, at the biggest scale you can imagine. They begin by trying to literally map out the structure of existence, to chart the heavens and figure out where we fit into it all.
And just look at this. It's so meticulous. The author is laying out the 14 planetary levels of the universe. From Vedic cosmology, you've got the highest realm of truth, Satyaloka, at the top, and it goes all the way down to the netherworlds. And then, right there, number 7, Borloka. That's us. That's Earth. It's like we have a neat and tidy cosmic address.
But just when you think you've got this perfectly ordered map of reality, bam! The author hits us with this. It's this deeply personal cry of anguish. Even though they've just pinpointed Earth's exact location of the cosmos, they feel completely and utterly lost. It's a shocking contrast, right? The more they learn about this so-called truth of the universe's structure, the more alienated and angry they feel inside it.
From the vast, quiet structure of the cosmos, the notebook then plunges right into the chaotic drama of history. And what we find here in these stories of power and identity is that same theme of conflict, just playing out on a human scale. And this is a perfect example of the pattern they're seeing everywhere. The author jots down this brutal slice of ancient Indian history, but it's not just a list of events. You can see it clearly, it's a cycle. Step 1 leads to step 2, which leads to step 3, an attack, a counterattack, and then revenge for the counterattack. It's just this grim, repeating loop of human violence.
And that violence on Earth, it seems to have an echo in the heavens. The author is totally fascinated by the goddess Kali, writing down these intense descriptions of her, mistress of darkness, goddess of fierceness. It's like for them, destruction and power aren't just human flaws. They're fundamental cosmic forces.
And then the theme just completely shapeshifts into the modern day. These are lyrics almost like a tribal chant, filled with this aggressive pride and a sense of belonging. So whether we're talking about ancient kings, powerful deities, or a modern heavy metal scene, the notebook just keeps circling back to this raw, primal idea of conflict and identity.
Okay, so all of this brings us to what I think is the central tension of the entire notebook. It's this desperate, sincere search for spiritual meaning that's happening at the exact same time as a deep, biting skepticism of it all. It's literally a mind at war with itself.
And you can see that war playing out perfectly, right here. On one side, you have this incredibly detailed, almost academic study of a tantric diagram, a complex system of cosmic creation. And on the other side, this raw, handwritten, visceral rejection of religion. The author is so deeply invested in trying to understand these sacred systems, while at the very same time, pushing them away with all their might.
And this is where it all boils over into this moment of just searing modern frustration. The author just can't seem to square these ancient beliefs with a rational, scientific world. You can just feel the total exasperation in their words, right? This direct challenge, based on what? Their faith, huh? Aimed at the very systems they were just studying so carefully.
So where does this epic, sprawling search actually lead? In the end, the focus of the notebook just keeps narrowing. It pulls back from the universe, from history, from religion, until it lands on the smallest, most intimate territory there is, this self.
A theme that comes up again and again is this haunting fixation on mortality. The author writes about seeing their own death over and over, like they're trapped in this cycle of decay. It's such a raw and vulnerable thing to admit, and it brings back that same fundamental question. Where does it all end?
But then, out of nowhere, there's this flash of light. In the middle of all the cosmic doubt and the historical darkness, we get this entry. It's a moment of simple, unexpected joy. It's a reminder that this whole journey isn't just about disillusionment. It's also about finding these small, powerful anchors that make you want to stick around. Family, friends, just a brief moment of contentment.
And yet the search never really ends. This entry, from late 2015, is near the end of the notebook's timeline, and it brings us right back to the beginning. That feeling of being a restless wanderer, it's still there. The big questions are still unanswered. And it's this incredibly honest admission that, you know what, the finish line hasn't been found.
And that's really where this whole thing leaves us. This notebook, it isn't a story about finding some ultimate truth. It's the story of the attempt. It's a universe of questions, of contradictions, of fleeting moments of clarity. And it really makes you wonder, maybe the point was never to finish the map. Maybe the point was just having the incredible courage to start drawing it in the first place.